In this workout, we're going to be learning the riff from Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. So if you're trying to teach yourself how to play guitar and you're not really sure how to learn things quickly or efficiently, stop guessing and just play along to this video a few times. I just want to mention that I'm only using this riff for educational purposes, like an exercise prop. I'm not like trying to perform it or provide any kind of entertainment with it. If I ever can monetize this channel, I'm not going to monetize the videos with these riffs, and I encourage anybody who finishes the exercise to eventually go play along with the official music video posted by the White Stripes. I'll put a link to that. So here's what the song looks like as a tab, or tablature. As a reminder, the 6 lines here represent the 6 strings on a guitar. We have Eddie 8, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. Since the 2 outside strings are both E's, I usually write a capital E to represent the thicker E string and a lowercase e to represent the littler E string. So yes, we're kind of looking at it upside down. We look at the guitar upside down, so the tab is written upside down. It's like the guitar from our perspective. And in this song, we're only going to be plucking the 5th string. If we were supposed to pluck any other strings or strum a chord, there'd be numbers on the other lines. But this is showing us to play 1 string at a time and these frets on that string. So here's what it looks like. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. This is usually the first riff I teach my new students, mostly because everybody seems to know it, and it's only played on 1 string. On a guitar, there are usually numerous ways of playing the same thing, so like we could play it like this, or we could play it like this, but I think it's best to play on 1 string for a few reasons. Most importantly, the tone is going to sound more smooth. This string, the tone is really thick, and as you get thinner strings, you get thinner tone. So if you're playing this riff across 3 different strings, you're getting 3 different thicknesses of tone, and it just sounds a little bit clunkier. So everything's going to be more even if you're playing it across the same string. For learning purposes, it's really nice to play on 1 string because you only need to use 1 finger and you won't get bogged down by coordination issues between both your hands where one hand's plucking 1 string and the other hand's on a different string. That won't be as big of an issue. And last but not least, later in the song, you end up playing something very similar, but he ends up using a movable chord like this. So if you're used to playing it on 1 string, it becomes really easy to add those other fingers later. So let's start trying to learn this song, and we're going to try and learn it in chunks. Luckily, this song isn't too long, so we can break it up into 2 different chunks. And here's why I think we should do this, and I'll use an analogy that the kids usually like. I think learning a song is a lot like eating a sandwich. If you were to just try and shove a whole sandwich in your mouth and swallow, you would choke and die, and you wouldn't be able to absorb the sandwich. Instead, what you need to do is take a bite, and then you bite it a whole bunch of times, and then you can swallow it and it's easier to absorb. Same thing with learning a song or a riff. Sure, it's maybe more fun to just like start at the start and try and sight read your way through the whole thing, and maybe if you do that enough times, you'll be able to do it quickly, and that will happen. But if you want to absorb it quicker, you want to break it up into bite-sized chunks that you then need to chew on a whole bunch of times. You need to pick a chunk and play it like 10 or 15 times, and then move on to the next chunk and play it like 10 or 15 times. So we're going to do something like that, but we're going to start at a very slow speed with each chunk and then gradually increase to full speed. And then we're going to do that with each chunk, and then we'll go back to a slower speed and try and do the whole thing from start to finish and work our way up to full speed. I know that sounds like a lot of really repetitive, boring steps, but that is how you learn songs and learn an instrument. You gotta really try and find the zen in all of this. I think the one thing that holds people back from learning instruments, especially if they're trying to teach themselves, is that they don't have the patience to do these really gradual, time-consuming, repetitive exercises. And if you can learn to just embrace the grind in all of it, you'll really start to explode in progress. So if you were to use YouTube to practice along with the recording, you could start at 50% and go to 55% and then 60% and go up in 5% increments until you're at full speed. And if you did it that gradually, then each new speed is a slightly more challenging speed, and it's, pretty easy to get to that next level. And that becomes a pretty straightforward path to mastery. So we're gonna try and do that here, except you'll have me to help guide you and say things out loud, and you can watch my hands move through your peripheral vision. And this will help you stay on track. I've noticed with when I'm teaching students, if I turn the recording on and just say play along, they have a really hard time staying with it. They don't even realize when they start to venture off. But if I play along with them, then they stay with the recording really easy. And I think that's because out of their peripheral vision, they can see my hands moving, and it makes it easier to stay on track. So that's why I started this channel, is because I noticed that when I play along with students, they do a lot better than when they try it themselves. So to practice the first chunk, I'm gonna get this going. It's gonna loop through 4 times, and we're just gonna play this. We let it finish. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. And we'll do this 4 times, and then we'll increase the speed. After we make it up to full speed, we'll go back down to the slower speed and work on this second chunk, the 5, 3, 2. And here's what it'll sound like. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. Then once we can play that at full speed, we'll go back down to the slower speed and then try and put them both together and work our way up to full speed again. And when you can do that, it's mastered, and you could try playing it with the recording or getting some buds together and jamming it live, whatever. All right, well, I'm gonna bring the tempo down to half speed, and we'll move up to full speed in 10% increments. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. Go. 7, 7, 10, 7. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. 60%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. Here's 70%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. Here's 80%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. 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 Just a couple more. Here's 90%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. All right, here's full speed. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. 7, 7, 10, 7. All right, now let's try this chunk, the 5, 3, 2. Here we go. Ready, go. 5, 3, 2. Here's 60%. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 70%. Ready, go. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 80%. Ready, go. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. Just a couple more. Here's 90%. Ready, go. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. All right, here's full speed. Ready, go. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. 5, 3, 2. All right, well, you can play both of those things at full speed. It is physically possible to play this at full speed, but now we've got to get over the mental game of putting them together. So we're going to go back down to 50%, and it's going to be grueling. It's going to feel too slow, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't even need this. I'm going to bump it up. But stay that slow. It's a challenge for a reason because it is difficult. I also think of playing at slow speeds like taking a long exposure photograph. When you're taking a long exposure photograph, you're taking in more light, and the longer you take in light, the more details you can see, especially if you're talking like space and stuff. So same thing here. If we're going really, really slow, we're taking in more information. And we're basically trying to build like a mental map of these songs. And the more information you're taking in while you're playing at that slow speed, the clearer your mental map will be. It's pretty crazy. I've seen students, I play this game called How Slow Can You Go? And we get going like 30%, 25%. And then when we go back to full speed, they're playing cleaner than they ever have. And they're like, their mind is blown. They have no idea what just happened. It's crazy. So don't skip the slow speeds. They're super beneficial. Here we go. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. All right, here's 55%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. Here's 60%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, Here's 65%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 70%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. All right, we're at 75%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3. Here's 80%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. Here's 85%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. Here's 90%. We're getting close. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. Just a couple more. Here's 95%. Ready, go. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. All right, last one. If you can do this, you've got it mastered. Here we go. Ready, go. Well, if you made it past that last one, next step would be to go to the actual recording from the White Stripes, and if you need to, go to playback speed and slow it down to a comfortable spot and see if you can play it for as long as they do. We did it 4 times in a row, but I'm pretty sure they do it something like 18 times before anything changes. So now it's more of a marathon kind of challenge. But to do that, go to the actual music video and give the White Stripes all the credit they deserved. Well, great work. Hopefully you had fun doing this. This is what it's like to learn a song. I know it's not like the most fun thing in the world, but I get a lot of satisfaction out of it. And like I said, you just gotta find the zen in it, embrace the grind, and if you can do that, you'll be able to learn a ton of riffs. And if nobody flags my videos, I'll post a ton of them. So please don't flag my videos. If you're liking what you're hearing and you want to see more of these, then, here's some buttons that you can press and makes the algorithm like my channel a little bit more. And then I can spread to more people who can then press more buttons, which will then make the algorithm like me even more. And then I'll make more videos and we can do this forever. Well, see you next time. Bye.